it going? I thought I'd do another edition of 5 Under the Radar Horrors. I enjoyed doing the last one so much. I thought it was a good time maybe to do another one of, picking out 5 films that aren't so, aren't talked about as much as other movies. I mean, a lot of people will have seen them. A couple of them are fairly, well-known films. One of them's by a very well-known director, but I still thought I'd pick out 5 that are slightly under the radar. I know a couple of them for sure are really under the radar and sort of low-key, but just a quick video anyway. So it's 5 Under the Radar Horrors again, and I thought I'd on Blu Ray, and I thought I'd start off with Tower of Evil. Yeah, this was a really good one. It's about, basically, you can see the synopsis there if you zoom in, but it's basically about a woman who becomes possessed, takes out a sailor, and then her and a crew go to the island where it all happened, and things start going down, and it's it's pretty gory. It's got some good scares in there, some creepy stuff. Yeah, quite an enjoyable one. It's an 70s movie. I'll see if I can see the date on there. I don't think it has the date on here. I know it's from the 70s though. That's Tower of Evil at number 5 in edition 2 of Under the Radar Horrors. Number 4, quite a well-known one, I'd imagine, in some regards, but it doesn't get talking, spoke about too much, and that's Stuart Gordon's H.P. Lovecraft adaptation of Dagon. Yeah, it's a classic tale. It's about these people who basically get stranded in this strange fishing town, this ocean town, and yeah, it's got these creatures that are basically like, they're sea dwellers. And they're quite ferocious, and they go after them. Directed by Stuart Gordon, who did Reanimator and From Beyond. Yeah, really good one. Yeah, I do enjoy Dagon. So that's number 4. Like I say, some of them people will have heard of and have seen, but, slightly under the radar, I think, Dagon. Counting down to number 3 now, and that is Madman, also known as Hardcover. This is a German edition from NSM Records. Really cool movie. They're quite impressed by it. Hadn't heard too much about it. I had heard of it, being a horror fan and all. You've heard of most of them, but I hadn't seen it. Not many people had spoken about it, but it's basically about this storybook character coming to life, and it's got some great stuff in there. Some quite surreal bits, and this, the madman's basically after this young woman, and she's been reading the book where he's came from. And that's all I'm going to give away, really. So number 3 is Madman. Just do a bit of readjusting. It's coming. And number 2 is We Are Still Here, which I watched quite a while ago. I do need to rewatch this one, but it was very good. Had a lot of great gore, some good like graphic violence and stuff. And from what I can remember about the plot, it's basically about this family in a house, and they get visitors, and they keep getting taken out by an entity, and it turns out like a bit of a horrific thing happened many years ago. So I was trying to think of a good word for it, but I ended up with thing. But oh well, like a rather horrific event happened. That's better, an event. So an event happened many years ago, and it's it's these entities coming back. They're quite ghoulish, and it's really gory, and that's We Are Still Here at number 2. And in my opinion, a really under the radar one now. So this does live up to the title of the video, and that is Headless. Yeah, really gory stuff. It's an retro slasher, so it's from 2015, I believe, or 2016. I think it's 2015, and it's set in the 70s. It's made to look like a 70s movie. It's very grindhouse style, and it's gory as hell. It's really brutal. The killer's very brutal indeed. And it is, as in the last edition of Under the Radar Horrors, I did cover, I did mention Found, and I said about Headless. This is the movie that they watch in Found. So the people in Found, they watch Headless, scenes from Headless, and obviously it was decided to make a full film out of it. That's the killer on the front of the cover. This is a media book edition from Germany. There's some pictures, but yes, try and find Headless if you've not seen it or heard of it, because if you like your gory horrors, it really does live up to it. It's about this deranged guy who's been mistreated when he was younger and kept in a cage by his mother and his sister, and as he gets older, he develops more like mental health problems basically, and his mental state deteriorates, and he becomes a horrific killer. It's very low budget. You know, it's quite an independent film, I think, but it's great. So number 1 on the list is Headless. Yeah, thanks for watching. Any comments, do comment on the video. That would be fantastic. And I'll probably do a volume 3 as well, you know, part 3 to Under the Radar horrors. Let me know what you think. Do you think that they are quite well known, or do you agree with me? I think for sure Headless is definitely an Under the Radar one. That's why I picked it at number 1. So if you haven't seen it, do check that one out, because it's a crazy good time, crazy good retro slasher. Okay, bye.